Okay, this is all going horribly. Let me plan this out properly. I can just hit him with that. Maybe get another attack off. That should be good. Please hit. Oh, yeah, it hit. I can't read comments for a second here just because I don't want to die.
Take him down.
I apologize. Oh, he's so close to dying, but he's not dead. I take that back. He's immediately dead. Oh, God. Why are they protected? What platform is Legend of Legaia for? Isn't that the PSP game? Or PS2, Legend of Legaia. I can't remember. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Just ignore that. I was thinking of something else. Oh, God. Utter dicks. These guys are utter dicks. But damn it, they do. No, get away, you prick. Go away. I actually used to, my first console was the Atari as well, though I'm not nearly as old as you. We kind of were poor, and so I would go over to my grandma's and play at the Atari, and I thought it was just the coolest thing ever. Fond memories. Yeah, it's a really great way of making you not want to lose. And then, that's the thing is, once you lose one, then you're fucked even more. And if you lose more, then it's a downward spiral until you're just, like, so fucked you can't do anything. I hate yet love it, because it's well done, but it makes me mad. Because I'm terrible.
That's two. Big door downstairs ought to be open now.
It really is US 92. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Juice? Yeah, less time, that's the main thing. So you have to get you have to try and find like the great smaller games, yeah. If you really want to satisfy that RPG craving, but you don't want to put 60 hours in, Child of Light is really good because it's incredible soundtrack and art, and it's all the entire story's told via poems. And it's only about 15 hours long, if that, and it's really good combat. Okay. Excellent combat. Okay, how am I gonna do this? I have to focus here. What is this? Okay, that's a minion. That was a horrible idea. That did not work at all. Oh my god. Okay.
Looks like Grant has other visitors. Well, we're not waiting.
Okay.
That's one way to do it.
Oh yeah, I know. It was like the complete opposite, right? Yeah. Oh god, this is horrible! This guy is such a jerk. Fucking jerk. When it rains, it pours. I tell you this. Okay, I think eliminating the bad cells and all the really obnoxious enemies first might be my best bet. Oh man, not my best ability again. Oh, I hate you, game.
What's this?
Yeah, after, well, I mean, there were some good NX games, like the Kingdom Hearts franchise. What they did with it was actually good, surprisingly. And I like Final Fantasy XII a whole lot, but after that, it just seems like all they did was fucking ruin everything that we've loved. The thing, however, though, that makes me very happy and actually really excited for Square showing at E3 is the fact that they said, based on the success of Bravely Default, they're refocused back on classic JRPGs, and they're understanding that that's what their fans want. It's pretty exciting. So hopefully that gave them the incentive they needed to stop making westernized games that nobody cared about, that conform to all the things that make gaming kind of shitty. And going back to their roots where everyone loved them is what is, I think, the best idea they could have.
Nice shot.
I've never played Dragon Quest. I played 8 for like 10 minutes, and I feel bad for saying that, because I've heard that franchise is wonderful. This guy needs to really just perish. Final Fantasy 15 is the reason I bought a PS3, and then the reason I bought a PS4, to be honest.
Okay, now's our chance.
I remember seeing the first trailer for 15 in like, what, 2006, I think? And just being like blown away. I thought it looked so cool. And then, you know, bought the PS3, waited, what, 5, 6, 7 years, and it's still not out. And then I bought the PS4.
Asher can wait. What's new, Luna? Here we are at the beach, and all I can think about is Grant's sneering face. Once we get to him, what are you gonna do with him? Made up your mind? I have.
We're nearing the end of this game now. We're at the last stretch. I didn't think we'd get to it tonight. Capcom would learn the lessons. I have so many bad things to say about Capcom. I just despise what they've been doing. And the fucking worst thing about Capcom right now, beyond the obvious shit like, oh, Asura's Wrath having a DLC ending that you had to buy, and on this DLC, and like the whole obvious milking of Street Fighter and everything aside, the biggest thing for me was that they finally got a game that was awesome, Dragon's Dogma, and that was so great. Then they make a sequel, which is like, what, a free-to-play mobile game, which was horrible. That was a terrible idea that no one wanted. And then what do they do? Deep Down, which is also a free-to-play game. It's just like they didn't think that through, and that's the biggest thing for me, is that they ruined all their potential was sabotaged by doing that. It sickens me. How do I do this? I don't know how to do this at all. That didn't work.
Want to try again?
There's 4 new ones? Is that... I'm not... like the DS ones or whatever? Hopefully that works. I tried... The thing that threw me off about Dragon Quest 8, I believe I played 8. It's the one with the kid with like the orange bandana, looked exactly like he was made by the artists that did Dragon Ball Z. I'm pretty sure they were. That's the one I played, and the only thing that bugged me was the Earthbound battle system, where you can't... It's just like a flat screen and all you see is numbers and stuff. It just... I like when you actually see your characters attack things, and then I can never get past that. And I feel bad saying this, of course. I'm not going to do these challenge runs. Let's just get the game done with it. Yeah, they definitely lost all their fucking human capital.
Camerata's getting nervous.
All we can hope is that Capcom will fucking unfuck themselves at some point. It's like these big publishers, they just get, you know, they get their fame and then all they do is ruin it and sabotage it because they think they know what we want, but in fact they couldn't be more wrong. And one of the frustrating things is that Street Fighter, they release so many versions and people will buy them. And if you buy Street Fighter and like it, that's fine. I'm not, you know, I wouldn't tell someone not to buy the games they like, but
This is it.
there has to be a line that you draw at some point. I like your name, K-Sid.
Something I've been meaning to tell you.
I know what I want, and I think I
Once
know
this is over,
to a point what people
maybe
want.
there's still time to skip town. Think about it. Standing offer.
People want to feel rewarded for what they're doing. They don't want to be treated badly. They don't want to be treated like they're idiots. And a good example of that is Microsoft. Now, I'm not a fanboy. I respect all the consoles. I like them for different reasons. But the fact that Microsoft thought that their fan base was worthless enough that they could pull the DRM scandal they tried to pull was despicable. And that's the reason I bought a PS4, among a few other reasons. But I think gamers want to be treated with respect, and a good example of this is the booming popularity of the Souls franchise, because those games treat their players with respect. Beyond that, I think people want fun. Fun in its simplest sense. A lot of games aren't even fun anymore. It's just like all you do is walk through corridors and, you know, listen to a boring audio log that you don't care about just because it's arbitrarily placed. Let's do shit now. $14.99 isn't bad. And I love DLC, don't get me wrong. I only have a problem with DLC when it's like, it's sacrificing what you were given. Like when they take it out of the game just to have it made as DLC. That's when I get pissed off.
Cowards.
I'll explain the DRM thing after this scandal. I don't know if there's a scene here. They gave up on it. I don't even follow fighting games. I'm not a fighting game fan, to be honest. And
I couldn't stay.
I'm gonna let this story play out. One second.
Person. Grant, he couldn't wait any longer. Why he would leave me? I'd sooner take an eternity in the Transistor. But he was no longer seeing straight.
I was just about to talk
Perhaps
about
he
Resident Evil.
decided he'd seen enough. We knew the stakes of what we wanted to accomplish. And we knew that if we were to fail, we would do so together. As one. See you in the country.
I tend to agree. I'd say now this might get some laughs, and I talk about Dark Souls. I love being treated with respect, and like I love hard games. But the Lego games are actually pretty fun. And that's one of the things I say gamers want is fun, and the Lego games are actually terrific at doing that. They're very easy, there's no way you can lose, and they're very childish, but at the same time they offer fun that is like, it's kind of nice. But the Marvel Superheroes Lego game was actually really good.
Wake up, buddy.
As far as I know.
Questions for you. How do we stop this? Fairview.
That is true.
Supposed to get all the way over there. Oh. Oh. Really?
So the mic. Oh, there's still
There's
cutscenes.
one left. Jump for it. We're not gonna fall.
That's pretty. I am floored to hear that. That's amazing. I love everyone on here.
Guess I was wrong about that. The Camerata wanted things to change. For good.
Yeah, when you can get a discount like that, I assume that's you bought it used or something.
They got greedy. Grant and the others.
I think price has a lot to
Only
do with
one
it.
left. He's gotta know something. Out there somewhere in Fairview. We're making good time.
Oh, I love PlayStation Plus. That is the most, the best
His time
service,
is up.
best paid service I've ever had. New, you paid, it was $20 new. Was it like a downloadable game, Skeeto? The DRM thing though, Microsoft scandal. The fact that they tried to pull that shit with the Xbox One on us, like we were fucking idiots and we're nothing, is what sickened me.
We get to Fairview. We can stop this.
They had a lot of nerve. The amount of shit like the always on DRM that tracks you, the fucking no used games. I can't even remember everything that they announced at E3, but it was just pathetic. Now, of course, they went back on it. They went back on everything. But that was to save face, in my opinion, and it's just like, it's the worst kind of business, and they did their entire press conference like that, and that's when I lost respect for them. And Sony was really smart to take advantage of that situation by saying, you know what, we don't have everything you just watched for the Microsoft conference.
Good hit.
DRM is digital rights management. Steam is DRM, but Steam does it well. They do it with respect. And that just basically means that when you buy a game digitally, you're buying the rights to it. That's poorly worded. You don't own the game, you own the license. So, and DRM is kind of like a way to control the content. It's an anti-piracy thing for one. It's just, it's hard to explain. There's a lot to it.
There he is.
I'm trying to focus. No, but Resident Evil 6, I think that's the purest form of trying to appeal to a mass audience and failing miserably. Like, Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, they were all great games, campy and wonderful, and they had all their appeal. Resident Evil 4 was just brilliant. They took everything that made Resident Evil excellent and just turned it up to fucking 11, and I think 99% of the people that played that game thought it was great. And so they were on track, and then 5 comes out, and they drop all of the horror elements. Luckily, the game was still fun to play, if nothing else, even if Sheva ruined it all the time. But the game was fun. And then 6, it's like they watched everything that people wanted in every type of game, and then shoved it all into one package, half-cocked. It was just like they didn't put any effort in at all. And it's just like, how can we appeal to the most people at once? And make it successful and make it sell a bajillion copies like we hope it will. And in the end, I think it just fucking ruined them. Because that game underperformed, it failed entirely. Everyone hates Resident Evil now. All they wanted was another Resident Evil game, and I think Evil Within is actually Evil Within is going to show Capcom what they did to sabotage their own brand. Because Evil Within looks fantastic. Oh, exactly. People need to stop buying garbage, too. That's why I didn't buy the Xbox One, and I will never buy the Xbox One unless, I don't know, unless I got it really cheap and not. Because they tried to pull that on me, and I will not forget that. They do not deserve money after they tried to scam everyone the way they did. I really wish I had my better attacks. Oh yeah, Resident Evil is a nightmare. My god. My friend gave it to me for my birthday for $15 bucks. He bought it used, and then we could play it together. And I mean, it was fun co-op a little bit. The game's not, well, it's not. It works. It functions as a game. It's just that every decision they made for the game was just not the right one. The only thing that was cool about it was the fact that you could, you know, kind of like jump on your back and shoot on your back and stuff. Like, the new movements were awesome, but everything else was just, ugh. That's the best example of selling out and trying to make money, ruining a franchise that had so much potential just to make a quick dollar. I'm officially talking too much. I can't even focus now. How is he not dead? How isn't he dead? Okay, now he's dead. Panic for no reason. Yeah, they just want money, and you know, so it's like, everyone wants to be Call of Duty, everyone wants to have the 60 bajillion sales that make the money, and they'll sacrifice all their integrity and everything they possibly can just to get that money.